having a baby at 27 and having a baby at 35 is two different things. Trying to get ready for work, and this day, continue Vlogmas. I'm watching Peyton eating chips. I'm gonna brush my teeth. I know I look crazy right there. Yeah. I did not want to get up this morning. So. I don't like the lane change assistant in this car. Get ready for work. Wash my face, brush my teeth. Got my first baby squared away. Get me squared away while the other one sleep. And then get the little baby up. And we're gonna head out.
So yeah, they text me this morning and said they still have no updates on my car.
I have to put trash bag in there.
Cause listen, okay, I know some of y'all ain't gonna agree. I feel like I gotta say this all the time.
About to get ready.
But
and get our day started.
The Empress, she's a Pisces.
So
and she also pulls
coming to the life of a
I've never had
desk
my
nurse.
Own personal reading with her. But
can I get a window so proudly I'm standing here right now, you're so demanding. Tell me what you want from me. Concluding, concentrating on my abusing lover and her babies. Made me wanna ask you later for a ticket out of town. So can I get a window seat? Hey. Don't want nobody next to me. I just want a ticket out of town to look around and I say touchdown. Can I get a window seat? Next to me. I just want a chance to fly. A chance.
Alright, and we're back and we're rocking. I am on my way to daycare. I just left the school. Having two kids is a lot of work. I don't see how people do it. Like, I've spent 7 years, me and my husband spent 7 years with one child. Oh! Sir! You're not getting it back. 7 years with one child. Now we have a 9-month-old. And having a baby at 27 and having a baby at 35 is two different things. Because my patience, I don't know where my patience is at. I guess I'm a little bit more patient with him. Cause this boy right here, he is, oof, that boy a character, boy. He's something else. Y'all saw he just threw his milk out. Dad just threw his milk out his car seat. And he likes to turn his bottles upside down. So we not doing that. Anyway, I'm currently on my way to work. After I drop this little boy off. But like I say, having kids, some days I wish I would have did when I was younger, but you know me, I was scared of my grandma. I was scared what she was gonna think of me having a baby at a young age, unmarried. And so I waited till I was married. And here we are, 2 kids later. Nope, I'm not letting you over. Don't you get for speed. Yeah, so. But I wanted to, personally for me, I wanted This is me, I wanted to wait till I was established in my career. I wanted to wait till after I completed nursing school, after I became a nurse, and I was into my career about a year. Yeah, 2013. I passed my NCLEX, and that's when I became a nurse. January 17, 2013. So January 17, 2023, I've been a nurse for 10 years. And boy, let me tell you, it has been a time. I have done I want to say med-surg, but I didn't start out in med-surg. I started out in rehab. And rehab nursing, a lot of people don't really know about it, but a lot of people starting to come to know about rehab nursing. Shit. A lot of people starting to come to know about rehab nursing. And basically what inpatient rehab is like for the people that's going to be like 2 weeks or more. And we help them with their body mechanics and, you know, basically getting back to their optimal self as far as they're going to be as far as rehabilitation goes. Like after hips and knees and strokes and weakness, debility, neurological issues like Guillain-Barré. Because Guillain-Barré is a doozy. Like, you be fine one day and the next day you can't move, you can't walk, you can't do nothing. And then they have like different apparatuses to help us when it comes to to help us when it comes to transferring and toileting. I liked rehab because you get to see people when they came in how it's weak, couldn't do nothing for themselves. And then, you know, you get to see the good outcomes and they go home. And it's just a success story. Not all stories are success stories, but, you know, it is what it is. And then I moved to Midland. And there I did ortho, neuro, joints, shoulders, hips, knees, traumatic brain injury. And that's why I saw a lot of the oil field injuries, the crush injuries. When those people drop them pipes on their feet, they get hit in the head. It's so sad. And you know, your career is over. And you know, oil field, it makes a lot of money, but that is dangerous. It is a very dangerous career. My husband was in the oil field. That's why we ended up out there. And it's very dangerous. Like, I've seen a lot of work-related injuries out there. Then I ended up in med-surg post-op. A lot of surgeries, a lot of PCAs, lots of pain medicine, lots of procedures. This is where I learned sugar on the booty hole. That's why I learned sugar on the booty hole, because I had a patient with a rectal prolapse, and I seen an order that says keep sugar packets at the bedside. I'm like, what the hell is this? Keep sugar packets at the bedside. I've never seen an order like that ever in all my life, and I still was kind of a new nurse. I was like a nurse by 2 years at this time. Keep sugar packets at the bedside. Well, I didn't know that the sugar package draws it back up if it was to prolapse. So I haven't seen it in action. However, how in the hell did they discover that putting sugar on your booty hole makes it draw back up? I have no idea whatsoever. I don't know. I don't know. How did they discover that rat poison will thin your blood out? Because that's what Coumadin is, rat poison. How did they discover that? I don't know. So the discoveries that we have were made in medicine is unreal. This is, I don't know if many people are familiar. I don't even know if this is still a thing, but it's called the Versant Nurse Residency Program. And I did that when I was in Midland because I've never worked like a med-surg type deal. They made me do the Versant Nurse Residency Program, and I think it's a really good program. I wish more hospitals adapted it. And then when I moved from Midland I started the Versant Nurse residency. I became a preceptor. And I was a preceptor for this great nurse that I'm still in contact with. She's now a nurse practitioner. She is such a wonderful nurse, and she left med-surg post-op to go to ICU, and then she went to nurse practitioner school, and now she's living upstate. And I've come to learn that my patients sometimes, because every person I precepted after her, I was like, oh my God, how did you get out of nursing school? I have to ask myself, how did you get out of nursing school? Because some of these people, oh shit, I'm in the school zone. Some of these people, I be like, who taught you? Like, anybody can pass the NCLEX, but let me tell you something. Nursing school and the NCLEX only prepares you for a perfect hospital. You ain't in a perfect hospital. Once you get out there on that floor, you gonna learn what nursing is all about. It ain't what you was taught. It just tells you the basic skills to get you out there and get you what you need to say. You safe to practice, but half of y'all out there ain't safe to practice. And I'm gonna be the first to tell you. And so that's why I learned a thing about patience and being a good preceptor and facilitator. Because I'm telling you, having a good preceptor, it builds your foundation and being a good nurse. But then I remember, like, this one guy, he was unpreceptable. But from what I see, for the people that I'm still friends with on Facebook, he's still there. He ain't killed nobody, I guess. But when I left somebody else to precept him, they understood, like, man, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm not doing nothing. But he's like, I see why, he's so hard to precept. It's like, I don't know if it was a language barrier or if that he was really not that bright. But I'm pretty sure by now he got it. Because, like I said, he's still there. And it's been 7 years I've been gone over there. Then, I was a charge nurse on a observation unit. Y'all are shaking. Charge nurse on an observation unit, and with that, I did that for 2 years basically because I took a contract. Never in my life will I ever take a contract over 8 weeks. Because I may be able to do 12, but 8 weeks. I never take a 2-year contract ever again. Because when it's time to go, it's time to go. You piss me off, I'm gone. And so, I'm learning. This shaking is really bothering me. I've learned to never take a contract. And so when my contract is up, I left. I went PRN on that job. Then I started doing mother baby. I love doing mother baby. But ooh, baby, it's some things that I left that position because of management. It wasn't even the patients, because I understood the demographic that I was dealing with, so I knew how to, be a little bit more caring and considerate, more compassionate towards this demographic. Because to be honest with you, education means a lot when it comes to patients. And they don't know, they feel what they don't understand, and you have to educate. But the management is the reason why I left, and it is a great unit. I didn't bother nobody, but some of the nurses gotta be bothering me. And one nurse on day shift was talking about me. I don't know where she at now, child. I honestly do not care. But yeah, management the reason why I left, because I just told them flat out. I still got them recording on my phone because I recorded a conversation. I was like, they're like, so what is it gonna take for you to stay? I say, management is the issue here. I say, y'all need training. Y'all need leadership training, because you have a brand new nurse on this floor and y'all calling the patients crackheads. Yes, these women pregnant. Yes, they do crack. Okay, that is not for you to say in front of the freaking brand new nurse, and that's not for you to say out loud about these patients. Shoot, we understand what type of area we in, what type of patients we deal with, but that's not for you to say that, well, she just a crackhead. And after that happened, I was like, it's time to go. I left there, I started traveling. And I like traveling. Now, this is before COVID. I like traveling. But the assignment that I had, I swear I wanted to quit that contract. I swear I wanted to quit that contract. And because I had my baby, he was 3 at the time. He kept getting sick, so I kept having to leave and go home. Luckily, I wasn't before I was away. But I had to change my schedule to a 6 and 8 schedule. So I worked Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I got my 2 weeks in. And then I was off for 8 days. So, left and started traveling. Then I realized I couldn't do that no more. So I came back, took a, what did I do? Oh, I went flex pool. Did flex pool for a couple of years. And then I became a transfer coordinator. And it was my first job off the bedside. Hold one more. Alright. Lord, the boy in the back seat with his socks off, wiggling his feet, just chilling. My back is killing me. But anyway, so when I left Flex Pool, I picked up a staff position as a transfer coordinator. And that was my first taste of non-bedside nursing. As a transfer coordinator, this is another not well-known position in nursing. You have to use your knowledge and skills to deduce or whatever, how you want to say it, to interpret the level of care that you will need, the bed availability that you have, the services that is required, and the availability. And it's a lot of EMTALA rules that you have to know and follow to maintain within the standards and not violate EMTALA, because it comes with hefty fines. Last time I heard, the fine for an EMTALA violation was $100,000, and people can be fired. So I did that for 2 years. And I loved it because it was a great schedule. It was 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. So I was able to, I really wasn't able, because I didn't spend much time with my baby, but I was able to pick him up from school. I was able to take him to school. And then I got out work at 6 o'clock in the morning. And I would go pick him up from my sister's house and get him ready for school, take him to school, go home, go to sleep for a little bit, get up, pick him up, go, in the parent line, pick him up and take him home, get him ready for the next day. But my baby said he wanted me to be home. And that's when it was either leave the position or leave the hospital. So I started looking for other positions, and that's how I ended up in where I'm at now, which is utilization review. And I like utilization review, but like I say, I like the hours is 8 to 4:30. I review charts all day, send information into the insurance companies, make sure these people meet for inpatient or observation status. And barely, I have to talk to doctors. If I don't want my phone ringing, I put it on Do Not Disturb. I'll call you back, because some days we do have to be hyper focused and get these deadlines met, especially for Medicaid accounts. So, that's where I'm at now. So I don't do any bedside. I'm lying. I do bedside nursing. I do it on some weekends. I do some PRN work around the city on summer weekends. Not every weekend, but just to, maintain skills and have a little extra money that I'm losing from, the loss of shift diff and everything. Because at least when I was a transfer coordinator, I got shift diff, but I don't get no kind of shift diff now. So, that's my background. What is your background? It's just different, you know. Like they say, nursing is a lot of different areas you can go in, and it's true, but the availability has to be there, and it's a lot of gatekeeping going on. So it's like, you know, you have to know somebody to get in different positions, and I hate that there's a lot of gatekeeping going on, but I've maintained relationships with my supervisors, because they ain't superior to me, my supervisors, to where I've been blessed with the ability to be able to move around and have a schedule where I can be at home with my children at night, be home with my husband at night, because my husband hated that I work nights, and I worked nights for 7 years, and that started to become an issue. And so the first opportunity, I love this house, the first opportunity that I got to come off bedside, or not come off bedside, to go to a position where it's Monday through Friday, no nights, no weekends, I took it, because I was just trying to maintain, you know, my family, have a better work-life balance. So, excuse me, there's that. So what I want to know from y'all is, you know, what's your background? What's your plans? I do have my master's degree in nursing, and I also have a master's degree in business administration. My goal was to get into either administrative nursing. Also, my other goal was to go back for nurse practitioner, postmaster's program in nurse practitioner. But I found out I was pregnant after I got into the program, and quickly had to drop before I could even start. So maybe when I'm about 40, well, there's 5 years from now, I can look into the nurse practitioner program again. I don't know if I will, because at this point in my career, I make decent money. I just want to be home and be with my babies and be a wife and mother, you know, to my kids and my husband. So with that being said, I honestly don't know if I will go back for nurse practitioner. But there are many business ventures that I can do now as a nurse. At one point, I was going to take the aesthetics class to do injections and facials and chemical pills and stuff. But with that being said, I have not done so at the time, because life just started lifing for me. And like I said, I'm comfortable with what I'm doing, but I know that I can increase my earning potential. My supervisor told me I'm not living up to my full potential. And I told him, I know and I understand, but I'm in a place in my career where what the fuck? I'm at a place in my career where I'm comfortable with what I'm doing, and I have a good work-life balance. So, I mean, that's just what it is. I could leave and go somewhere and easily make more money and exercise my degree, but where else am I going to get the type of job that I have now with the type of flexibility that I have? So I have to, you know, weigh my options and pick my battles as far as my career choices go. I ain't gonna make this light. I knew that bitch wasn't gonna go. So it is what it is, and it'll be what it'll be. Right now I regret nothing. I have a great work-life balance. I don't have to do much patient care. Right now it's very optional if I want to do patient care, because like with the way the hospital system is set up nowadays, I don't want to do that full time. I don't want to do that all the time. I want to be able to come and go as I please on my terms. And that's just what it is, and that's just what it's going to be. So we are in Vlogmas day 13. And I'm trying to pay attention. We're in Vlogmas day 13, and that's just a little bit about what I got going on. I may come back, I might not come back to close it out. I don't know. I'm new to this. I ain't true to this. So, you know, my stuff might be all over the place in the beginning. But what we do, we get better, we perfect our craft, and we move on. So, thank you for watching me. And if I have any more to add, I shall return.